What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about AMC. I've got another really interesting update for you guys. We have more news on these banks and these margin calls that are happening with hedge funds. We have new dark pool data that we definitely need to keep a lookout for, and I'm projecting that we are going to see a lot of manipulation in the share price of AMC going through the next couple of weeks, and I'm going to explain that to you guys exactly why I think that is. So before we get into all of that juicy information, if you guys would like to help out and support the channel and get some free money with Webull, these two free stocks that you would receive are valued up to $1,850. Make sure you check out that link down below in my description if you are interested, and if you are not, that is completely okay as well. And if you enjoy the information and analysis that I provide for you in these videos, make sure you hit that like button, and if you guys want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video, so you get to stay up to date on all of your favorite stocks, learn about a couple of new ones, and see exactly which options I am trading and which strategies I am using to trade them. So at the current time that I am recording this video, AMC is up about 0.5% on the day. Now this number could change by the time that you guys are seeing this video, because these videos that I am putting out are not live. But we did see a very sharp spike in share price of AMC on last Thursday, and then a significant sell-off of about 6 to 7% on Friday. We are bouncing a little bit today, but I do think we are going to see a lot of volatility over the next couple of weeks for a variety of reasons. Now let's get into this Credit Suisse situation and all of these other banks and hedge funds and what exactly is going on and what we can expect and how we can expect this to affect the share price of AMC. So before that, if you guys have not checked out this guy's Twitter, Joshua James, he provides some great analysis on AMC. He's got a lot of great information. So if you guys don't already know who he is, I know a lot of you guys probably do, but if you don't, make sure you guys go check him out and give him a follow. So he posted this very interesting, these two screenshots about AMC and the Credit Suisse dark pool. So when we come over here, we can actually see now, Credit Suisse and Nomura warn of financial hit after Archegos hedge fund sell-off. So when we come down, a fire sale of stocks from a large U.S. investor slammed global investment banks Credit Suisse Group AG and Nomura Holdings. Now, one of the most important parts about Credit Suisse being involved in these fire sale and forced liquidation situations is that they run the largest dark pool in the world. So we're going to get into that a little bit later, but let's take a look at this article. So shares in Nomura fell 16%, a record single-day drop. Refinitiv data showed Credit Suisse stock tumbled 15%. So in recent days, losses at Archegos Capital Management, run by former Tiger Asia manager Bill Huang, have triggered the liquidation of positions approaching $30 billion in value, the Wall Street Journal has reported. Credit Suisse said it was too early to quantify the exact impact it faced, but that it could be highly significant and material to its results for the first quarter, which ends this month. A significant U.S.-based hedge fund defaulted on margin calls made last week by Credit Suisse and certain other banks, the Zurich-based bank said Monday. Following the failure of the fund to meet these margin commitments, Credit Suisse and a number of other banks are in the process of exiting these positions. Now, this could cause a lot of volatility in not just the stocks that these that are involved in these forced liquidations, but the overall market as well. So we could see a lot of volatility coming in with not only AMC and GameStop, but a lot of these other hyper-growth companies as well. So a person familiar with Credit Suisse said its potential loss was related to the Archegos situation. Japanese rival Nomura said it was owed $2 billion by a U.S. client. A person familiar with the matter said the trades in question were related to Archegos. Now, Viacom and Discovery were two of the biggest holdings that they were selling off in these block trades last week, and let's take a look at exactly what happened. So we saw the stock of Viacom fall about 25 to 30% in a given day. Now, these were long positions that were forcibly liquidated. Think about what will happen with a stock like AMC once these forced liquidations start to happen when all of these shorts are in. So this was a long position that they were in, which caused a massive sell-off. The exact opposite would happen if these forced liquidations would happen with short positions. So we don't know when this could possibly happen with AMC, but I do think it is going to be happening in the near future. future. It could take a couple of months or it could happen in a year. We don't know at the current time. But as we've seen with a couple of other companies who have been heavily shorted over the years, we could see this AMC situation trickle out for a long period of time where these shorts keep covering and then they enter in more short positions at the top. The stock keeps going up and then they keep shorting, which creates a perpetual kind of mild short squeeze over the years. So now you might be thinking, well, yeah, that's all fine and dandy that all of these hedge funds are having margin calls right now, but how does this really connect to AMC at all? So let's get into that. So when we come over here, we're going to look at the alternative trading systems data. So as we've talked about in a lot of my AMC videos, we've been looking at the non-ATS data. Now this is going to be the ATS data, which suggests to me that this is going to be the dark pool data. And if we look here, the number 2 is going to be CROS Crossfinder. So that is actually Credit Suisse. So when we come over here, we can see that Credit Suisse AG has stopped voluntarily disclosing the amount of trading volume on its Crossfinder platform, the world's largest dark pool. Now, this was from a while ago, but this article right here is just to show you guys and prove that Crossfinder is related to Credit Suisse. So moving back over here, we can see that the total volume of shares traded in Credit Suisse, the largest dark pool, the Crossfinder, that platform was about 29 million shares. So that is the total volume of buys and sells. We do not know at all if these are all shorts, if these are trades carried out by Credit Suisse in their dark pool to make sure that they're kind of putting them behind closed doors, or if these are all buys and sells of normal positions. We really don't know, but this is very interesting information to see that Credit Suisse is heavily involved in AMC in their dark pool, and they are actually giving out these margin calls to the other hedge funds that they have been dealing with. So this situation could get a lot bigger than we think it is going to be in the near future. And once we see some more of these forced liquidations, especially with the SLR situation coming up, this could get very bad for not only AMC in this short squeeze situation, which could push AMC really high, but for the overall market. Now, coming over here, we can see that Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley have reportedly sold $19 billion worth in Chinese tech and U.S. media companies. Traders are now wondering what caused the unusually massive move, whether it will continue next week. So this was an article that was put out last week, but you just gotta have to think about who is actually involved in these forced liquidation situations. It is big banks, Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, Credit Suisse, and this is one of the reasons why I think there is going to be a lot of manipulation coming up in the future. If a lot of these hedge funds and institutions are expecting forced liquidations of their short positions, they are going to do everything that they can to get AMC down as far as they possibly can, so that when they are forced to cover their short, that they aren't going to take a significant loss. So that is why I think we are going to see a lot of volatility coming up in the near future. But today we are seeing a green day on AMC, about 1.6% now at the current time that I'm recording this video. I think the short squeeze is still very much on, and we could see this happen tomorrow, next week, or even 6 or 7 months from now. We really don't know, especially with the misinformation of data being put out on all of these different data platforms. We really don't know what the actual short interest is at AMC at the current time. We have different numbers on Ortex, the Bloomberg terminals, Fintel, and MarketBeat. We really don't know what the actual short interest situation is, but and I think that's one of the ways that all of these hedge funds are trying to manipulate us. Now, as we've said in the past, all of this short interest data is self-reported by these hedge funds, and we've seen that Citadel in the past has not even came close to being truthful about how many shares sold short that they are holding. And I think a lot of these other institutions are doing the same thing, because we've seen the fines for this are so astronomically low that the amount of money that these institutions are going to make by their lying, when they put out these numbers, everybody thinks that the short interest is a lot lower than it actually is. So people might be more inclined to sell. And that is exactly what it seems like they are doing. They are taking these small fines that we've seen Citadel take, the $275,000 fine that we saw them have last week, and they are hoping that the retail investor is going to no longer see value in these short squeeze plays, which is going to allow them to cover. So nothing I say in these videos is financial advice. These are for educational and entertainment purposes only, but AMC still looks like a very solid play going forward. And as we said before, when this institution, Archegos, had their long position in Viacom Viacom, and they were forcefully liquidated from their position, we saw how much that could fall. Now, when AMC, such a highly shorted stock, could have such a massive forced liquidation coming in the future if this hedge fund and bank situation gets out of hand. If there are any types of forced liquidations, AMC is going to skyrocket. Now, we don't know when this is going to happen, as I've said previously, so it is best to just kind of hold and wait it out. So that is going to be it for this update on AMC. If you guys enjoyed the information that I provided for you in this video, make sure you go down and hit that like button and hit the subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video, so you get to stay up to date on all of your favorite stocks, learn about a couple of new ones, and see exactly which options I am trading and which strategies I am using to trade them. So I hope you guys were able to have a really profitable day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.